Is it possible that this is the perfect day to make this video? A gray, boring, dull sky? Well, here's the thing. I can't help but notice all the excitement about a new administration coming into power here in the United States. It's mind-boggling that people actually believe that there's going to be these sweeping changes that are going to start affecting their lives in nothing but a positive way. Let me explain something to you. I have a big advantage when it comes to being older, and I realize that most of what you think is going to happen is not going to happen. Now, this is not a judgment on the people involved or the person who's going into power. The fact of the matter is, we live in a completely broken system. The system is broken. Now, can it be fixed? Of course it can. It can't be fixed in 4 years, and it certainly can't be fixed in 100 days. Now, I believe that there are people coming in with this administration who believe they will make change, and they probably will. But what I think is really sad is I have friends, both online and offline, in my community and in my online community, who are actually not purchasing a home right now, not purchasing a car, not changing careers, not buying certain things, not spending money on certain things. They're expecting that the price of everything is going to come down. They're expecting the price of foods are going to come down, and they're expecting that their job opportunities are going to go up, and that their salaries are going to go up, and that they're going to be living in this wondrous society where everything is made in America and everything basically is free. You, my friend, are delusional if you think that's going to happen. Here's what you got to do. I want you to take a drive or a walk down to your local Department of Motor Vehicles. I want you to walk in there, and I want you to walk around for about 10 or 15 minutes. And I want you to watch the expressions on the faces of the people that are standing in line. And then I want you to watch the expressions of the people who are behind the counter, who are receiving those people. I want you to look at their mood. I want you to look at their attitude. I also want you to look at the systems that they are using. First thing that happens when you walk in there is you're handed a clipboard and a pen and a little sheet of paper. How quaint, how cool, how simple, how antiquated is that? And then I want you to tell me how efficient that entire system is. And then I want you to walk out the door. I want you to look up at the sky, and I want you to think for a minute. And then I want you to turn around and look at that building and say to yourself, that is Washington right there. That's how the system is working right now. You think you're going to change that in one administration, in one term, in 4 years, in 6 months, by signing a bunch of executive orders? You are sadly mistaken. Change takes an enormous amount of time. The government will change, but it will take an enormous amount of time. But guess what can change today, right now, in 1 second? You can change. You can change the way you live your life. You can change the way you see life. You can change the way you spend money. You can change the way you live. And I promise you, if you do this, you won't care about what's going on in Washington. You have no control over Washington, but you do have control over your own life. And I want you to start today. First of all, get out there and exercise. Start moving. Start getting healthy. Start thinking healthy. Turn off the news. Turn off the rhetoric. If you want positive things coming into your life, go on YouTube. Search for positive things. Search for people who are telling you the truth. Search for people who are not paid by advertisers to lie to you. You know, those people that sell you a new car, that tell you it's made in America, but they're not telling you that all the parts come from China. And they're not telling you that that company is not even an American company. Oh, it may sound American. It may have flags waving all over it. It's not American. Don't kid yourself. I want you to save your money. I want you to choose to become financially independent, not by somebody giving you something or by getting a better job, but by not spending as much as you currently spend. If you're living in $1 million house that you can't afford, sell it. Buy a cheaper house. Live in a smaller space. Do you know if you live in a smaller space, the space alone saves you money, but all of your expenses go down from there. You know, if you have one bathroom, you only need a couple of towels. If you have two bathrooms, you need towels for each bathroom. How many towels can you use? Most of us, let's face it, we don't have big families anymore. I find it laughable when I see people, single people or a couple, buying a 2,500 square foot house, and that's considered a small house by today's standards. They have no intentions of even having children. Why would you live in a 2,500 square foot house if you're not planning on having any children? Why would you drive a $50,000 car if you don't go anywhere? And if you do go anywhere, who's paying for that? Why do you even need a car payment? Why would you pay a bank to own a car? You know, cars now are more dependable than they've ever been. Used cars last longer than they've ever lasted. Why do you need a new car? Now, listen, if you got money, if you got cash to go out there and buy a new car for 50 or 100 grand or 150 grand, be my guest. If you have cash to buy $1 million home, be my guest. But stop living above your means, because who are you hurting? You're hurting you. So if you're watching this video and you have a car payment or a couple of car payments and you're living beyond your means and you don't have any money saved in the bank and you're bitching about your job and you're bitching about the cost of food and you're bitching about the cost of living, you're the fool. Stop blaming others. Most people who are watching this video can change today. You can change right now, but you have to decide. You must continue to make your life better. And by making your life better, you won't care about who the president is, or who's in the White House, or who's in charge of the big corporation, or who's delivering your packages. You just simply will not care. Freedom comes when you free yourself from the stupidity of consumerism. So I want you to start today. You could start today by maybe making your coffee at home 1 day a week. Maybe instead of eating out 3 nights a week, maybe just eat out 1 night a week or 2 nights a week. But take that money that you're saving and either put it in an investment account that's going to make interest. You must have an interest-bearing account. And you certainly should be making interest, not paying interest. If you have a car that you have a car payment on, get rid of it. Dump it. Go pay cash for a car. You will be amazed at the freedom you will experience. You must get out of debt. You must stop owing the man, because the man doesn't care for you. Nobody is coming to save you. Not the president, not the government, not your congressman, not even your family. You are alone in this world. And if you believe in God, there's 2 of you. If you don't believe in God, I'm sure you believe in some form of universal force, then you have that. But outside of any of that, you are completely on your own. And the sooner you accept that, the more powerful you will feel. When you realize you are alone, and when you realize you are only dependent on yourself, and the only person in this world that you can trust is yourself, That's when you have total freedom. That's what it means to be free. So, I want you to go out today and take over your life and give yourself all the freedom you deserve. Thank you for watching.